Hey guys, welcome back to Sonic Mania, part 2. And in the last episode, we were in Green Hill Zone, but now we're in the Chemical Plant Zone. And this video is brought to you by... No, I'm just kidding. I don't know why I said that. I was gonna say... What the... Sorry, the cat wants to go... Can you guys wait for just a second? Let me let the cat out. Alright, he's not leaving, but I'll just let him go. Maybe he will let me be. But, what I was actually gonna say was that this level is from Sonic 2. Have you ever played Sonic 2? It's a pretty good game for the Genesis. It came out in the 90s. And, this is just kind of a reinterpretation. And, basically how this game works is there are a lot of levels adapted from old Sonic games, and there are some brand new levels. This is one of the older levels. And usually how the levels are set up is Act 1 of each zone will be pretty faithful to the original level from the older games. And then Act 2 will have some kind of new level gimmicks. So this one is pretty similar to the original level from Sonic 2. You'll kind of see what the gimmicks of this level are. Let me close the door. Of course, I wouldn't want anyone thinking that I'm unhinged and just talking to myself. Everyone should know that I'm obviously recording a Let's Play, but just in case some people are listening to me, I want to close the doors, the windows, so they don't think I'm having like some kind of mental break or something. I mean, I am talking to nobody. I'm talking to all 12 of my YouTube subscribers, so. So let's talk about the game a little more. You can see here that I spend about 5 minutes trying to get a hidden giant ring. And I don't end up getting it. I thought there was a hidden ring on the other side there. I kept missing jumps. You'll see I do a lot of backtracking in this level, like, oh, maybe I'll just climb up every single wall and there'll be a giant ring somewhere. And I don't want to spoil it. Maybe I will find one. Maybe I won't. I'll just leave that for you to leave a comment about whether you think I get a giant ring or not. Okay, so we should go over this bonus stage. As you can see, this is pinball. If you've never played pinball before, it's kind of like a game where you have a ball and you have some flippers. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. So in this pinball game, you get a chance to get more characters onto your team. So you want to hit the ball, which is Knuckles. You want to hit the ball up to the top, and you see there's kind of like a UFO catcher, and you can pick up items. So like here I got a shield, I think. I guess we'll see if I get a shield after I leave this stage. But yeah, and you just keep playing until you lose and you fall out. Some of the other options are you can get some rings, you can get some elemental shields, but what we really want is some characters, and I didn't get any, which is okay. But you can see down in the bottom left corner, there's Knuckles, which is the first red guy, and there's Mighty, the second red guy, and I have Sonic and Tails also. So I can switch between Knuckles and Mighty, but if I die, it'll switch to the next characters. So this is another boss. This guy's kind of a piece of shit. It's not very hard. He's swimming around in some goo. And when he's covered in goo, you can't touch him. You know, obviously. However, I do it a few times. It's pretty easy to cheese this boss. You can just... you know, if you get hit and you lose your rings, you have a little bit of invincibility. So I use that to hit the boss. And we're done with Act 1. Wow, that was so fast. We're almost near the end of the level, it seems, but there's actually 10 more minutes in this video, so I wonder how it goes. Alright, I'm just kidding. You're gonna see the first new gimmick here, which is more goo. You know, there's a lot of goo in this level, and there's a lot of sticky stuff. You see, when I bounce off the goo here, it gives me a little bit of air. I hit an item box that switched my character, so now I'm Sonic. And whoa, look at that huge bounce. So you can see just a lot of different goo-related gimmicks in the stage. Here's a little chute. I go up here thinking that there's going to be a giant ring, and there's not. So you see I mess around a little bit more for no reason. And I jump in this little chute. One thing I don't really like about the levels, you can see here, this is kind of an automatic section. You can pick which direction you want to go in, but like I'm gonna go up. Well, this time it didn't send me down, but a lot of the time when you jump in those pipes, it'll just send you off in a random direction, and it makes the levels kind of disorienting. Which I guess is good. You know, the levels are kind of maze-like. You're not just going from the left-hand side of the stage to the right. Oh, here we go with this stupid special stage again. So you can see that I really want Ray, because I don't know, I think Ray is so cool. You can fly around. I don't know if I get him. Let's see. Hopefully I don't just fall out immediately. But they have these little blocks that will keep you from falling down. So, I guess we have a little bit of downtime. How are you guys doing today? I have a shaker cup here. I'm about to go to the gym, so I'm gonna take some stimulants, some steroids, and after I finish recording this video, I'm gonna see if Audacity actually saved it this time, and I might go to the gym, because you know, Sonic just gets me really pumped up. You know, I see Sonic and friends just running around having a good time. Makes me want to pick up some weights and get into shape. So let's see, I miss Ray again. I don't know what's going on, but this is not the easiest game, you know. I remember when this game first came out, some people were complaining about how there was a live system. And of course this Encore mode doesn't really exactly have a live system. I guess if I kill all my buddies here, I'll get a game over. But a lot of people were complaining that, you know, lives in video games it's just kind of an archaic idea, and it's not very friendly for beginners. So if you play some more recent platformers, they've gotten rid of lives and game overs, and this is kind of like about the sissification of our society. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, here we go. Look, there's a giant ring. How do I get there? I don't know. You see I climb up this wall. You'd think you could just go through the wall or something. But, no, I'm gonna circle around a couple times and try to get it. Like I said, you only have a limited amount of time to get the giant rings and the Chaos Emeralds, so basically anytime you see one, you really want to jump in. And the giant rings take you to a different kind of special stage that is actually very hard, so you want to get as many opportunities as you can. So as you can see, I missed it again. I think I'm going to go around one more time to try to grab it. Unfortunately, that's just the name of the game with Sonic here. But do you guys like this series? Do you think this is interesting? I feel like I'm a big fan of Let's Plays in general. Even though they're not super popular nowadays. But it's just kind of nice to have something to put on while you're either playing a game yourself or if you're driving. I have YouTube Premium, so I'll just play videos while I'm driving, and it's just a little more interesting than like always listening to music or always listening to the radio or whatever. So, you know, maybe you can put this on and just do something fun. You know, maybe you should do some chores. Have you guys cleaned your room recently? It's important to keep those rooms clean. Okay. I can't believe that I'm going for this giant ring. Like, how many times is this? This is like the 5th time I'm trying to find this giant ring. So I'm sorry, I probably should have watched this in advance. I could have probably skipped over this. But you're just getting a little bit of extra content, so... I promise I will leave the giant ring alone for now. And, move on to actually completing the level. Now this is kind of cool. If you're Knuckles, you can break through some walls, so I think this is a Knuckles specific part of the level. I could be wrong, but I know that some parts of each level are only accessible by certain characters. So now that I'm watching this, I'm seeing more locations where a giant ring could be hidden, and I'm kind of wishing that I did a little bit of a better job exploring. They're just so hard to find in this game. And you see I jump over this. I don't think this is the right way to go, but we're just gonna explore. You know, Sonic games are all about exploring. It's a platformer. You explore. Oh, my alarm's going off. It's 5 p.m. Time to go to the gym. It's a little boring talking about Sonic all the time, so I'm just going to talk a little bit about what I'm drinking here. I'm drinking Ghost pre-workout. I drink this. I swear to God, this is not a sponsored video. Although, if you work for Ghost, or you have any contacts at the Ghost company, I don't know where they're headquartered. They must be in California, right? I don't know. I'm looking at the thingy here. Is my audio clipping? Maybe I should sit back from the microphone. Oh, it's made in Las Vegas. That's interesting. But I always drink pre-workout before I go to the gym. It just kind of pumps me up a little bit, and this one is really good. I would highly recommend it if you are a gym bro like me. Just kidding, I'm not really a gym bro, but I do enjoy working out. So let's talk about this boss. This isn't really much of a Sonic boss, you would think. And cue the nerd with glasses emoji. This is actually from Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. No, you're probably wondering what I'm talking about. This boss, I think this is actually a mini game you can play, but this is a homage to a Sonic puzzle game. So they actually made it into one of the bosses in the main game, which is pretty cool. This is kind of a difficult game, especially if you're colorblind like me. It's really hard for me to tell the difference between the reds and the greens and blues and purples. But basically you want to get 4 blocks of the same color next to each other. And you can stack up combos like you see. I'm not that good. It's pretty much the same as Puyo Puyo Tetris if you ever played that. That's a really fun game. Not really recommended if you are colorblind, unfortunately. But yes, the boss is piss easy. We beat him. And we get to go to the next stage. And we haven't gotten any Chaos Emeralds yet, so maybe the next part. Okay, well that's part 2. Hope you guys are enjoying. I will talk to you next time.